Barney, he'll wave a paw his friends to greet. Barney, Barney, he likes to hear a story or two. Barney, Barney, he wants to be a friend to you.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to the Barney Bear Club. Here's Barney. Are you waving to everybody already, Barney? Are you waving to the bears as well? Hello to the boys and girls and the bears. Right, have you brought your Barney bag with you today, Barney? Would you like me to bring it up for you so we can look inside? There we are. That's a nice bag, isn't it? Would I like to get out what's inside? Yes. Look at this. This is something different, Barney. It's one of your friends. Now, what kind of animal is this? It's a lamb. That's right. A lamb's a baby sheep, yeah. So, do you think there's going to be a lamb in this story? Shall I put him on the story table ready? Right, now, Barney and boys and girls, this story is about the Passover. Now, do you think you could spell Passover, Barney? That's a big word, isn't it? Let's think about pass. How would we spell pass? P-A-S. P. A. S. And then down a little bit. Now it's actually two S's, but you did very well with that, Barney. Now over. Starts with an O, yes. Over. V, yes. And what about at the end of a word? E, oh, that's right, well done. And this is what God told Moses to tell the Israelites to do. He said, you're going to celebrate the Passover. And he said, what you're going to need to do is to take a lamb. So here we have a lamb. And you're going to need to kill the lamb and put the blood from the lamb on your doorpost. You put it across the top of the doorpost and down one side, that's right, and down the other side, and that is going to be protection for you. And also, God said to Moses that you're going to eat the lamb in your family, in your own house, and it's got to be roasted. So let's see, let's make this into a puzzle and put the word lamb up. L-A-M-B. That's it. Now what colours have we got there, Barney? What's the L? It's a yellow, that's right, yellow colour. What about the A? That's red, yes. And the M? Pink. And the B? Green, that's right. And something else they were told to eat was bitter herbs. You thought that was a group of animals. That's a herd. That was a good thinking, that, Barney. It's a similar word, isn't it? But they were told to eat bitter herbs. That's H-E-R. And see if I can get the B in. Yes. Herbs with the lamb. And the other thing that they were, we have herbs here. This is how we usually cook with herbs in our country. Either like this in a jar. These are mixed herbs. Things like oregano and parsley and things like that in this bottle. It's like little flakes of plants, look. But also we sometimes have fresh herbs that we chop up. And they're the plants themselves that we chop up. But the Israelites were told by God to eat bitter herbs with the lamb and roast the lamb, and then they were also told to have bread. Now, I think you can spell bread. B-R, that's right. B-R. making it look like a puzzle, aren't we? Do you like puzzles? Yeah. Now what comes next? Bread. A D. Well, actually there's an A first. That was a very good try, Barney. Bread. And the bread was to be unleavened bread. You're not sure what unleavened means? Well, unleavened means without yeast. And you know what yeast does to bread? You're not sure? Well, yeast makes the bread rise. So it rises, that's it. And so you were not allowed to use yeast in the bread. And all this was done in preparation for the final and number 10, the 10th plague, which was going to be the worst one. And that was the plague of the firstborn. And so God told Moses that he was going to strike every home in Egypt, and that the firstborn son of everybody in Egypt was going to die that night. But because the Israelite people took the blood from the lamb and they put it across the door and down the side, one side, and down the other side of the doorpost, across the top of the door, down the left side and the right side, then they were going to be safe from this terrible thing that was going to happen. And then it happened, Barney. The middle of the night, everybody in Egypt who didn't have the blood from the lamb across the top of the doorpost and down the sides, everybody lost their oldest son, and even the animals as well. And so there was a lot of weeping and wailing, and that night Pharaoh sent for Moses and Aaron, and he said, right, you and your people can collect your belongings and you can leave the land of Egypt. And so that was a very sad thing that happened to the Egyptians, wasn't it? But it was a happy thing for the Israelites because they could go to freedom now. And there's still 2 more chapters, so we're going to find out what happens to them as they leave Egypt next time. Did you enjoy that story, Barney? You enjoyed the puzzle? That's very good. Shall we say goodbye to the boys and girls until next time? Bye, boys and girls, until next time for the next exciting chapter with Barney and the story of Moses.
His name is Barney, Barney, the nicest bear you ever could meet. Barney, Barney.